Okay, now, this is not going to be a very professional rehearsal because I'm going to be scrolling through my notes more than I scroll through porn on a Saturday night. What? Anyway, so my name is Jack, these are my jokes, let's not fuck about, okay? Now, they say that if you're nervous, then just picture the audience naked. But once I was doing a kids show, and yeah, that was a hard one to explain. Not literally, not literally. Now, I'll be honest, last time I was so fucking nervous. Like, I shat enough bricks to build myself a house. No kidding, but I was shaking a lot. I felt like Katie Price's bedtime toy. And funny enough, right, I'm actually the youngest comedian of all of us, right? Of all 6 of us, 7 of us, I don't know. Yeah, of all of us, I'm the youngest. I'm 20 years old, and I was born on September 25th, 2001. Which, if you know your maths, obviously you'll be able to tell that I was a fucking Christmas present. Anyway. I've got to tell you guys, my family is so weird. So let's start by taking shit from them. Now, my brother. Let's start with him, because, might as fucking well, because he's already here. Hey, bro. Anyway. So, my brother, he's 18 years old, and he's had more girlfriends than I can be asked to count. But he's also a bit of a downer. So, I'm pretty sure the only thing he's positive with is an STD. How am I doing at being a wingman, bro? Cock blocker. Anyway, next up is my sister. And she's 7 years old, and I can honestly say, from the day she was born, she's been the only reason I ever get out of bed. 10 times a fucking night. Fuck 8. And then my dad, I touched on his alcohol problems last time, but I never actually mentioned the time that he went to Alcoholics Anonymous and said, help, please, I can't stop gambling. And they said, mate, you want Gamblers Anonymous. And he said, you're probably right, I'm so drunk, don't know where I am. Next up is my stepmom. And she makes more daft mistakes in the kitchen than I can remember. She's the only person I know who can undercook sushi, burn water, and instead of cutting with a sharp knife, she'll try cutting with a knife sharpener. Now, I can see the look on your faces, and I know you're ready for that stereotype joke, but you're not going to get it. How about this one instead? Because to answer your question, yes, she's blonde. Now, I never spoke about my stepdad last time, but I don't call him my stepdad. You know what I call him? Motherfucker. Now, here's the thing, right? I don't like my family at my sets. My brother's fine, because, I can have a laugh with him, but the rest of my family, right, I just don't like having them at my sets. And why, you might ask? Come on, they're my family, I know what they're like. I'll be halfway through a set, and then they'll just start cheering me on, embarrassing me, almost like they're fucking heckling. You're doing great, Jack! Oh, there's my grand. Flipping brilliant. Come on, Jack! Shut up, Mum. Anyway, speaking of my mum, she's the most overprotective person I know. Even though I'm fucking 20 years old, she still tells me not to run with scissors. Fuck off. Like, I'm pretty sure the only time she wasn't very protective was Christmas of the year 2000. Think about it for a second. So, let's move on. So, I'm quite the walker, right? That's W-A-L-K-E-R. Well, I really couldn't argue otherwise. But, aside from walking by myself, I do have my own dog walking business. And I remember just the other day, I was walking a friend's dog, and then this bloke pulled up beside me, and he shouted, I hope you're going to clean that shit up. So I pulled my pants up and ran. Now, I also enjoy solving Rubik's Cubes, because as if being ginger didn't make me enough of a fucking chick magnet. Anyway, so... Now, I'm kidding, but like, people see me solving Rubik's Cubes all the time, especially the ladies. I'll fuck this up. There we go. Yeah, especially the ladies, when they see me solving cubes, they think, damn, is that the only finger action this guy gets? Yes. So lonely. No, I'm kidding, but like, I have a massive collection of Rubik's Cubes. I can't be asked to count them all, but when people come round and see my entire collection, the look on their face, they wonder why I waste so much time solving them. I'll be honest with you, they look really puzzled. Proper fucking jokes in this set. But you know, I'm also quite the music freak. I listen to a lot of electronic music. Like I said, pure chick magnet. Anyway, what really pisses me off, right, and I still get this by the way, is when people say that dubstep sounds like Transformers having sex. I mean, anyone said that? Or heard someone say that? You. So you've watched robot porn, have you? I mean, look, I know 2020 was tough, but even I wasn't that desperate. Fucking sicko. Right. Let's get to the controversy, shall we? We got any vegans in? No? Oh, good. We can tell jokes. Now, firstly, how can you actually tell if someone's a vegan? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Within 20 fucking seconds of meeting them. Hi, I'm vegan. Hi, vegan, I'm Jack. No, I'm kidding, guys. Vegans are so... I hate to say it, but vegans are so boring to talk to. They won't kill anything but a fucking conversation. You know, and funny enough, once this bloke came up to me, right, while I was out on one of my walks, and he tried to preach me, telling me to go vegan. He literally handed me this leaflet and everything. But before he left, what I said to him was, don't you miss bacon, mate? Be honest, you miss bacon, right? And then as I was about to leave, I had a brainwave. I was like, and don't say to me, by the way, they make fake bacon. Because that's like telling me shagging a blow-up doll is the same as shagging a hooker from Vegas. Alright, you know what, fine. I think I've been a bit too crude to vegans. So, I will just say this, that if I ever open up my own restaurant, I'll always make sure there are vegan options. Yeah, they can make do or fuck off. So this girl said that she recognised me from the vegan club, but I'm not a vegan, so I'm pretty sure that I've never met her before. Now, there's only one difference in my mind between being vegan and having COVID. Because, you know, with COVID, you've only temporarily lost your taste. Right. Now that I've mentioned that, I would just like to say that I have been encouraged to write more material about current affairs. But let's be real. What is there to joke about? Philip Schofield fucks men, the Welsh fuck sheep, the Chinese fuck bats, and the government fucks us. There. Done. But no, I'll be honest, I did want to make a few political jokes in this set, but I got outvoted. But, you know, that wasn't the only joke. Like, I had some more jokes up that I just had to cut. Like, I had a joke about Disney movies, but I let it go. I had a joke about vacuum cleaners, but it sucked. I had a joke about Alzheimer's, but... Wait. And I had a joke about 9/11, but I was like, no, that won't land. Right, now that we're on that topic, what do you call a terrorist with Tourette's? A ticking time bomb. Right, you know I want a cure for Tourette's. And you know what I want it? Cunt! Now, you know, I've heard this all the time. Women say that they want a guy who can... Yeah, women say they want a guy who always speaks his mind. Well, every guy with Tourette's is single. Alright, now we're on that topic. I have been on quite the date rush recently. You know, because I've been a single guy. I've I've tried dating a few different women. For example, I once went out on a date with a homeless girl, and the benefit to that was I didn't have to drop her off anywhere. uh, you know, it's funny. I did meet this girl while playing Twister, and I don't know where I stand with her. She was the best Twister player I've ever seen, hands down. Then I met this other girl while bungee jumping. She was absolutely beautiful. I said to her, "Are you attached?" She said, "No, I'm not." Oh, she was drop dead gorgeous. You know, for me it's always hard talking to a pretty woman. They should notice it and they'll go soft again. I can see I'm getting some cheap laughs, but once this bloke said to me, knob gags, also known as penis jokes, are not very funny. And I said, you know, I disagree. I think they are a nice, quick, easy form of wit that anyone can laugh at. And then he said, "Oh, okay, I see your point. Why, have my trousers fallen down?" Okay. You know what, fine. No more jokes about penises, erections, or anything like that. Touch wood. You know, speaking of finding love, even though that was quite a while ago, speaking of finding love, having sex, in my experience, having sex is a bit like having a romantic dinner. Lads, make sure you're paying. And, you know, like a marriage is a little bit like a deck of cards, you know, because in the beginning, all you need is 2 hearts and a diamond. By the end, you wish you had a club and a spade. Alright, let's be real for a minute. Why aren't more people open about domestic abuse? Or any abuse for that matter? Beats me. Alright, you know what the best part about abuse jokes is? Yep, the punchline. Now, you can tell that I have nothing else better to do in life when I'm rocking up to the local orphanage every weekend and shouting, "Who's your daddy? Mum's the word. Bob's your uncle. Why are you crying?" It's because you're an orphan. Got ya. Am I going to hell? Probably. Well, we're in Kettering. What's the fucking difference? So recently I've been seeing a lot of different women. Well, not at once, obviously. You know, because like, I had a French girlfriend. Was she into golden showers? Oui. Oui. Ugh. You know, I had a one night stand with a Spanish girl. Didn't go so well. Turns out the Spanish are never in a good position. And I had a date with a Thai girl as well. Well, not a date, a one night stand. I had a one night stand with a Thai girl. And again, didn't go so well. Because afterwards she said to me, she told me that a small penis should not be a problem between me and her. But still, I wish that she didn't have one. Now, I did have a long-lasting girlfriend quite a while ago. About just over a 2-year relationship. And I remember one night, she came home with like a massive tub of ice cream in her hand. And she offered me some, right? And I said, "It depends. How hard is it?" And she tried to be cheeky. And she said, "As hard as your cock when you see me naked." So I said, "Go on then. Pour me a glass." But then she got all pissy with me and said, "I can't eat the salt all on my own, I'm a diabetic." I said, "Sugar, honey, sweetie, insulin. Why are you crying? Are you an orphan?" Oh shit. Actually, you know, it's funny because there's not much of a difference between orphans and blind kids. Because, you know, neither can see their parents. You know, it's funny This morning I saw two blind blokes having a good old-fashioned fist fight, you know? Like full on Rick Mail, Ed Edmonton style, right? Beating the shit out of each other. You should have seen the look on their faces when I said, my money's on the one with the knife. You know, speaking of disabilities, I went to the the Tesco down the road. I went there not too long ago. Obviously, I had to do like a big weekly shop, and then I saw this bloke drive right into the handicap spot. He gets out the car, and there's nothing wrong with him. Don't you hate that? So I ran his arse over. What? I made an honest man out of him. And to make matters worse, his mum got out the other side and started swinging her crutches at me. Took her out with the door. Right. What's stiff and doesn't fit, ladies? No. A dead epileptic. Yep. And what do you call 500 epileptics at a rave? A phone party. You know, that's the thing, my friends. I'm a one-liner comedian. I'm not a storyteller. And interesting how that all started. Wait. You know, of course, there are benefits to being a one-liner comedian. Mainly, more laughter, less heckling, and nobody fucking dare. You know, an old friend came to me recently, a guy I haven't seen in like 3 years, and he came up to me, and he said, how come you put super glue on one of my darts? And I said, you just can't let it go, can you? You know, I was standing in the park today, wondering why does a frisbee appear larger the closer it gets? And then it hit me. Right, ladies and gentlemen, just before I finish, I would just like to say a massive thank you to you all for coming out tonight, because you have, honestly, this is honestly one of the best things that I do these days, performing to make you lot laugh. And I'll be real, you guys make Kettering out to be much better than it actually is. Because most of the time, Kettering's an utter shithole. I mean, look, first year living here, right, mid-2019, and I got mugged. Right, and I was in so much shock. You know, and I burst into tears because of it. And then a policeman came up to me and he said, I'm fining you £100. And I was like, for crying out loud. He said yes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it from me. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. And I would just like to say, just before I leave, that in the summer, I am going to be doing a charity event. We're collecting money for insert charity name here. Anyway, so just keep an eye out for that. And if you could donate to the charity when I'm up and running, when it's up and running, feel free. Literally, if you guys could just donate a £5, I would be more than grateful. Even if you haven't got a £5, just donate £2. Literally, it will be helping out a lot more than you think. Even if you haven't got £2 to donate, just donating £1 would help out more than you can imagine. And if you haven't got £1 to donate, get a fucking job. And I would just like to finish off by saying that this set tonight was dedicated to my father, who is a roofer. So, Dad, if you're up there, someone's taking a ladder, mate. You're fucked. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.